HMS Valhalla was an Admiralty V-class flotilla leader built for the Royal Navy. She was named after the home of the Norse gods. She was one of two destroyers ordered in July 1916 from Cammell Laird shipyard in Birkenhead under the 9th Order for Destroyers of the Emergency War Program of 1916-17. Construction. The Valhalla's keel was laid on 8 August 1916 at the Cammell Laird shipyard in Birkenhead. She was launched on the 22nd of May 1917. She was 312 feet overall in length with a beam of 29.5 feet. Her mean draft was 9 feet, and would reach 11.25 feet under full load. She had a displacement of 1,339 tons. She was propelled by 3 Arrow-type water tube boilers powering Parsons-geared steam turbines developing 27,000 shaft horsepower and driving 2 screws for a maximum design speed of 34 knots. She was oil-fired and had a bunkerage of 320 to 370 tons. This gave a range of 3,500 nautical miles at 15 knots. She was armed with 4 QF 4-inch MKVL 45 guns in 4 single center-line turrets. The turrets were disposed as 2 forward and 2 aft in superimposed firing positions. She also carried 1 QF 3-inch 20 hundredweight anti-aircraft gun aft of the second funnel. After the 3-inch gun, she carried 4 21-inch torpedo tubes mounted in pairs on the center line. History. The Valhalla was commissioned into the Royal Navy on the 31st of July 1917. She was deployed in home waters until the end of World War I. In the reorganization of the Royal Navy, she was assigned to the 6th Destroyer Flotilla assigned to the Atlantic Fleet and given the pennant number D-44. In the late 1920s she was placed in reserve at Rosyth disposition. In 1931 she was stricken from the active list and scrapped. Bibliography. Chesno, Roger, ed. Conway's All the World's Fighting Ships 1922–1946. Greenwich, UK. Conway Maritime Press. ISBN 0851771467. College, J. J. Warlow, Ben. Ships of the Royal Navy. The Complete Record of All Fighting Ships of the Royal Navy. London, Chatham Publishing. ISBN 9781861762818. OCLC 67,375,475. Cocker, Morris, Alan, Ian. Destroyers of the Royal Navy, 1893–1981. ISBN 0711010757. Friedman, Norman. British destroyers from earliest days to the Second World War. Annapolis, Maryland, Naval Institute Press. ISBN 9781591140818. Gardner, Robert and Amp. Gray, Randall eds. Conway's All the World's Fighting Ships, 1906–1921. Annapolis, Maryland, Naval Institute Press. ISBN 0851772455. March, Edgar J. British Destroyers. A History of Development, 1892–1953, drawn by Admiralty. Permission from official records and AMP returns. Ships covers and AMP building plans. London, Sealy Service. OCLC 164,893,555. Preston, Anthony. Vietnam, W. Class Destroyers 1917–1945. London, MacDonald. OCLC 464,542,895. Raven, Alan and Amp Roberts, John V. and W-class destroyers. Man O' War 2, London, Arms and Amp Armour, ISBN 0853682233-X.